Welcome into the Bengals Breakdown. I'm Abby Alonzo. Breaking news here on Chat Sports, the Bengals Breakdown. We have gotten a new quarterback in the QB room in Cincinnati. Who is it? Brandon Allen left. He signed with the 49ers. We'll get to who it is in just a moment. Make sure you hit the sub button. We're trying to grow the channel. It's moving kind of fast. I will say we're growing pretty quickly, which is a good thing because the bigger the channel gets, the more Bengals content we can get y'all. So make sure you hit the sub button. Turn on those noties so that you're notified whenever we do put out Bengals content. News, rumors, breaking news like we have today. Be sure to stay informed as well as staying entertained. Hit that sub button. All right, who is the new Bengals quarterback? It would be Trevor Siemian. Cincinnati has signed him to a 1-year deal, and he'll be a backup. Obviously, Joe Burrow is not going anywhere, but you do have a new backup quarterback in Cincinnati. Take a look at some of Siemian's stats. 2016, probably at the better part of his career, I'd say, the earlier part of his career. Against the Bengals in 2016, he actually had a 65.7 completion percentage, threw for 312 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Now, you hate to see that happen against the Bengals. That is while he was with the Denver Broncos. The Broncos did win that game. But again, like I said, this is towards the forefront of his career, the better part of his career, and we'll take a look at his career stats now. Over the past 6 seasons, and when I say past 6 seasons, he did miss 2020 and I believe 2018. He's bounced around from team to team, but in 35 games over his 6 seasons. In 2022, he played 2 games. He had a 57.7 completion percentage, 184 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Saw a little bit more of the field in 2021. Had a lower completion percentage with 57.4. Threw for 1,154 yards, 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Didn't have any stats in 2020, didn't play in 2020. And then 2019, just 1 game with a 50% completion percentage for 3 yards, no touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Again, Trevor Siemian to Cincinnati. Let's welcome the new quarterback by typing TS, his initials, down in the comment section. He will battle it out to hopefully win QB2 spot behind Joe Burrow. Moving on, again, the draft has wrapped up, but we're still going to talk about it. And Jonah Williams is still kind of up in the air depending on, is he still going to be on the Bengals roster when the 2023 season begins? ESPN's Bill Barnwell actually named Jonah Williams the Bengals' biggest loser following the draft. And when we say losers and winners, it means, okay, he's probably in a worse position than he was whenever the draft or before the draft happened. So losers, winners. He's named the biggest loser for the Bengals. Why? Barnwell says, well, Williams might be upset because the Bengals didn't land a tackle. Now, normally the biggest loser is because they'll be in competition with a draft pick the team chose to go with. This is the opposite. He requested a trade in March after the Bengals signed Orlando Brown Jr., a move which forced the former left tackle to move to the right side and compete with Lael Collins for starting work. So there's your competition aspect that puts him in a weird predicament. As a player entering his 5th-year option season, it was no surprise Williams balked at moving to a less lucrative position in a contract year. And he may be right because you are now shifting Williams to the other side of the line. He's on a contract year and he's in competition. So you didn't go out and get a tackle, which tells me that you're probably not going to trade Jonah Williams, putting him in a weird position to be in when he's trying to get either a contract extended or a different contract somewhere else. Weird position for Jonah Williams. I think Barnwell's got it right, saying that he's probably the biggest loser on the Bengals roster following the draft. Will Jonah Williams get traded? Do you think they follow through with his request and land him somewhere else, or do you think he'll be a Bengal in 2023? Let me know down in the comment section. Type Y for yes, type N for no. And our last story of the day, who was the biggest, best pick for the Bengals? DJ Turner. Actually, not the first round pick. And look, ESPN's Todd McShay came up with a whole list of who he thought the best prospects were in the draft for each team. And a lot of those were the first round pick, right? That's kind of basic, kind of, okay, not a surprise, but DJ Turner wasn't the first round pick. You grabbed Myles Murphy in the first round, which was a very good pick, if you ask me. Actually, quite a steal at the fact that he was still on the board at number 28. But Todd McShay says DJ Turner was the guy he thinks he is going to add to this cornerback room, to the secondary immensely. And he's quick. He's a steal. This is what he had to say on why DJ Turner was the best choice the Bengals went with. Position of need? Check. Excellent value? Check. And talent? Check again. Turner blazed a 4.26 in the 40-yard dash at the Combine, the fastest time for the event this year. I see an outstanding combination of speed, suddenness, and fluid movement on tape, and he can mirror receivers so well, recognizing route combos and sticking with them like glue. He won't be the biggest corner in the league at 5'11" and 178 pounds, and he picked off only one pass last season, but he has the traits to be a solid starter in Cincinnati, and I actually think the ball production could improve in the pros because of how well he closes on targets. So really, the only downside of Turner is his size and length, but everything else makes up for it. The speed, the way he can stick with receivers. He has proven himself at Michigan. The coaches, the scouts saw a lot from him leading up to the draft. Todd McShay thinks this was the best decision the Bengals made throughout the draft, and I honestly can't say I disagree with him. You look at the current cornerback depth chart, you've got Chidobe Awuzie, and DJ Turner will fall behind him. Don't be surprised to see Turner in a little bit more or get some more field time. Cam Taylor-Britt and Mike Hilton, the other starters here. Don't forget you added DJ Ivey in the 7th round of the draft as well. Another corner who played at Miami, could be a kind of sleeper guy, somebody to sneak up and add a little bit more to the secondary than you expect. Just to go over the draft picks the Bengals did make: Myles Murphy in the 1st round, DJ Turner, Jordan Battle, another really focused on the defense on day 1 and day 2. Charlie Jones addressed the receiver position in case Tyler Boyd is not on the roster next year. Chase Brown, running back, added behind Joe Mixon, who will be on the roster in 2023 per Zach Taylor. Andre Yoshivas, another receiver. Brad Robbins, a punter from Michigan. And DJ Ivey. Who was the Bengals' best draft pick? Let me know. Todd McShay says DJ Turner. I'm up in the air. I think they did a very good job of drafting all of the rounds. I think they hit everything they needed to. Let me know who your favorite draft pick was down in the comment section. As always, we appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see y'all soon.